Hey, this is Sasha, and today I want to share with you the best way to set business goals, at least the right approach or the right thinking mindsets. So when you look at setting goals, there's a handful of different ways to set goals. Some people look at the SMART method of setting goals, but I want to look at things a little bit differently for you. And when you look at setting goals, or at least when I look at setting goals, there's two main ways that I see as far as goal setting is concerned. So your final goal would be right here. And if we look at setting the goals, there's the internal way, and then you have the external way, okay? So the internal way versus the external way. Now, most people, they set a goal based on the external way, and they look at things externally. Okay, so they look at things, for example, I want to make $10,000 this month, or I want to get, let's say, 50 customers. I want to increase my social media presence or following to 20,000. These are all external goals. Oftentimes money is the main factor that people think about, or building customer base, building social media followings, these kinds of things, your traffic. So I want to have 75,000 website hits or visitors. Again, all of these things are external. Why are they external? It's because you personally do not have direct control over them. Okay, so if we look at these things on a basis similar to doing something social, so if we look at social events or doing something in the more modern world away from business, such as dancing, okay? And as you go and dance, and now you get into dancing competitions or dancing comps, all of a sudden the competitions are not in your control of whether you get first place, second place, or third place. You may say, oh yes, they are, because it depends on how you perform. But in reality, when you have judge number one, judge number two, judge number three looking and evaluating you how you do, they're not directly in your control, because if you have 3 different judges and 10 different people or 5 different people, as you have different judges, the results may be completely different. And the same thing happens actually when it comes to gymnastics. So gymnastics, dancing, all those things are based on judgments, and they are, again, external, out of your control. So how do you take this and turn it more internal? Because internal are the goals you typically want to focus on. The internal goals are more along the lines that are things you can control. So when we look at things like dancing or gymnastics, it's all about what is it that you personally can do. So with dancing, it's more along the lines of, am I hitting my timing? Is my footwork correct? So even if you finish the competition in 4th place, did your footwork increase between the last competition? Maybe as far as your form is concerned. And this, of course, could apply to gymnastics. So you could also say your landing, was it better this time than the last time? Because remember, these judges are going to change. The amount of money that you're going to make is going to change. The amount of customers you get on a month-to-month basis will change. So will your social media and your hits. That's all variables. Those things will change. But things that are internal, the focuses that are internal on your goals, those things can be the same. So for example, if you're looking on internal goals, the consistency of, let's say, your content or the way that you're posting your content. So if you want to release a new video, are you doing it every week, or did you miss a week? That's very easy to see. Now, creating a video every single week is not a direct correlation to making the money, but it's part of running and operating your business. So again, are you producing content periodically based on what you've decided initially? So that's an internal goal. Are you posting, if you want to increase your social media right here, let's say, if social media is important to you, then are you posting on Facebook and Twitter? Are you posting on those social media platforms to build your social media? For example, your website, the same thing. Are you creating links that point to your website from other sources? Are you putting in traffic? Are you spreading those things in? Are you doing the work behind it by creating links, by telling people about your website to build your hits? So again, all these things are internal. Again, if you're looking at sales figures or your final financial value, this also could be things like, are you working on your email list? Are you building your list in the sense of, are you sending out your emails? So if you're not even sending out emails and you have an email list, well, if you're only doing once per month, but you had a plan to do it 4 times per month, once per week, then you're not doing the internal goals that you set up for yourself. Instead, you're trying to hit different points on a bullseye, looking for that magic technique to where, you're trying to hit a certain spot. And that's what people do. They really focus a lot on external. I didn't really hit my $10,000 month. I didn't hit my $50,000 a month. I didn't get 50 customers. I didn't get 100 customers. I didn't get my social media hits this month. My website traffic is down a bit. These are all external. It's going to lead you to depression. You're going to be sad about it. You're going to worry about it. But these are all out of your control. Instead, if you focus on the internal things, hey, did I put out a video every single week? If you did, great. Thumbs up there. Did I post on Facebook and Twitter, or at least pre-schedule those things so they automatically go out? Then again, great. Thumbs up. Am I putting links in other websites to point back to my website so I can increase hits? Or am I creating the content to build up my website? Again, great. If you're doing those things, sometimes, in business, we have months that continue to go up and down. So some months you're going to have higher peaks and you're going to do really well. Other times you'll be at the lower valley area where you're not doing so well. But as long as you keep doing the main focus and on the internal goals, eventually over time, you'll continue to grow your business. So focus on the internal goals rather the external goals to keep your mindset in check, to growing your business, to keeping it on the right path. Because that's the way you keep it going. That's the way you stay positive about it. Because if you're not hitting the sales figures that you want right now, focus on the internal things. The external things will be the effect or the result of the internal things that you do and the internal things that you stick with. Thanks for joining me this week. If you want to see some of the books and courses that I have available or get some discount coupon codes for those books and courses or other training material that I have, get on my newsletter list by clicking the button right up here and enter your name and email address when you get on that page. But if you want to continue just watching other business training videos, then click the thumbnail over here and you'll continue learning with me together. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.